Top 5 e-commerce niches making $10,000 a month right now. Do you guys want to learn how to do this? So in today's video, I'm going to be going through 5 niches that are making $10,000 a month, or, rather have the potential to. It's all about execution. Obviously you don't actually have to go out and reinvent the wheel. You can already take something that's existing and make it much better. And these are some really good examples. So for you guys, I just recommend pick something that you guys are interested in. Obviously it's good to learn from other niches as well. So let's jump straight into the slides. So the first one is AI pet portraits. Now stick with me, guys. So on your store, you'd have them upload an image of their pet, and then from there you'd alter it with AI somehow and then actually send it to them. So they might send in their dog, right? And you'll be like, make this dog look like Superman, put it on a frame, send it to them, boom. So I can actually show you guys some examples as well. So like this one here is turn your pet into stunning AI art. And we got like business pet, boxing pet, cartoon pet, chef pet. So there's all these different styles, right? And people love their cats and dogs or whatever, pet they have. So the store's probably doing really well. They have like digital download, A5, A3, A4. But essentially you take a photo of their pet, just like this cat here, and then boom. Now the cat's, an astronaut, a deep space astronaut. So it's a real simple idea. And I feel like if you execute it right, there's a lot of money to be made. Really have a pen and paper for this video. Start writing down little notes of things you guys pick up. One website like this, all it takes to literally secure in wealth for like the next couple of years consistently. Wealth where it's like, your wife can be a stay-at-home mum and you don't have to work a full job because you're just hustling, making websites and stuff like that. So I can actually, if I come down to the soccer category as well, they've done a real good job at this website. It actually kind of looks like Instagram, how they've done these little icons up here. But you can come through, look, I'm going to turn my cat into a pet portrait. And so you'd choose your thing, you'd upload a photo of your cat here, and then boom. And then they'd send it to you. Of course, there's another example as well. So this is like the same thing, just branded a little bit differently. Of course, they're actually, they're going through mugs, movie stars. So the same idea, it's just different execution. Like you guys really don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's nothing stopping you from actually going out and creating a store like this, and just locking in, a little piece of that pie. And the last one is art in a sec. This one here is like pet photos to masterpieces, and then you can see this one's actually done a real nice 3D room. That's kind of cool. This is actually a really nice website. How I scroll through and I can see, what everything would look like. The room's kind of 3D. So you can see this is obviously all the same dog, right? But then they've got like a real nice photo, Charlie. Yeah, that's actually a really nice website. I love how you can scroll down and then it will sort of show you the different themes. All right, moving on to the next category, health and wellness supplements. So this is things like, vitamin gummies, stress relief gum. The reason this one does so well is because it targets a pain point, and you can actually have it on subscription orders. They buy once, but then every month you'll actually go out and redo their order, or on a monthly basis, or however often they choose. So some customers might choose twice a month, or some customers might choose once every 2 months. A good example of this is Bloom Nutrition. So you can see scrolling down here, they have like heaps of different gummies, heaps of different vitamins that people can buy. And all of this, guys, is, I guarantee you, it's drop shipped from China. And if it isn't, it was somehow originally started from like a Chinese supplier. And then what they did is they put custom packaging on it. And then they just slowly expanded this store, like sort of almost like an empire, right? So if I scroll down, you can see now they're branching into drinks. For this, they've got a lot of UGC, user-generated content, which is really good for social proof. But I think for you guys starting off with something real easy, like this creatine monohydrate. Like if you can brand this in a certain way, and really lock down a certain part of the audience. Another thing about the store is it's more focused towards women, which that's kind of good because women buy like I think 50% more than men online. Don't quote me on that, but women are much more likely to buy online. So all you got to do is just refactor this store into a different sort of angle and then target a different audience. But yeah, so that was one of them, Bloom. There's also this other one, Gainful. You can see they've actually got their own sort of unique market, where this one as well, I really like it. You can actually take a quiz. So if I load up the quiz here, it's actually going to ask me, what's my goals, right? So I can say like gain weight, lose weight, sports and fitness, continue. And so I can go through, and it actually feels like, more personalized to me, which will increase the likelihood of a customer buying from your store. But if you scroll down, these guys actually sell sort of like protein powder, and then also they do it in the little pouches too. I've noticed that a lot of people actually putting things in little pouches, and I'm pretty sure like individual packets rather, they've been doing real well. Like I saw the other day, it was like this mouthwash and it was in a little packet. Of course they've got the testimonials here. If you scroll down, such a nice website, and these are like real websites that have been in the game for a long time. So all you got to do is just copy a little section of it, and then you can really lock in that profit. So if I come down, we got Nourished here. This is the same thing as well. This one's quite cool how it says AI driven. But you can see they sell almost little gummy like candies, and then it's like a chewable gummy, right? And it's got like 7-in-1 personalized to you. Such a really nice, fabulous store, to be honest. And also if I go into the IG, it's really good how they donate. You know, every order donates. I think everyone builds a store, they should add some sort of like revenue share with like, say, Clean the Ocean or something like that, because it's always good to give back. Whatever you give back, it will come straight back to you if you deserve it. But yeah, so that's basically the second niche. Coming on to the third one. Boom. So portable kitchen gadget. Again, you guys can drop ship this from China. Find a good gadget that you don't really see in Walmart or whatever, and actually go out, build a store around it. So you can see Blend Jet. I don't understand how, to be honest, people are still selling this. I've seen it for so long, but I guess the demand's there. They've actually gone out and crafted a whole sort of everything around it. Like you can get a Zoom Blend Jet, a TikTok Blend Jet. Like what even is that? So if I come through, you can see like they've got all different styles, different designs. Quite cool. So another thing is Blend Wave. Now this is more of like the DIY startup. You can definitely tell it's a Shopify theme. But if I click on here, Blend Wave Pro, and this is the product here. And you guys are probably thinking, well, you know, I have an idea of what I want to sell, but how do I even sell it? Answer is CJ Dropshipping. Head over to CJ Dropshipping, make an account. So with CJ Dropshipping, you'll actually be able to buy stuff cheap from China and then send it straight to the customer. So for example, here it's saying, what am I looking for? I'm going to enter in portable blender, click search. For example, I've searched up portable blender on CJ Dropshipping, and I come down and there's just heaps of them, eh? You know, this one actually looks like similar to the one that we saw in the store. If you look at the design of it, right, and we go back and you look at the design of that, I think we've actually found the exact product. What do you guys reckon? But here, they're buying it for $13, and then they're selling it for nearly $60. And if this store is online and it's been on for quite a while, they're not going to run it for no reason, right? If it's not working, they're going to close the store. So they've got quite a good product. You know, this isn't revolutionary, guys. You're not actually going out and creating anything new. But what you are doing is locking in profit for, you know, months to come. And just like we saw with the Bloom store, you know, once you actually have a successful product, expand the store, start selling drinks. You know what I mean? Build an empire around it. So anyway, portable kitchen gadgets was the next one. So have a think about that, guys. You know, probably I wouldn't recommend doing the blender. You can if you want to, but I'm sure, you know, there's a kitchen gadget out for every single person watching this video. The next niche is pet products. You know, people love their pets, right? Pets is such a good niche. If you go into it, you can see this is like wild1.com. They sell all types of things for pets. So pet harnesses, different pet toys, dog bowl, like a little wet wipe for specifically for the dog. If you come through, the next one is Meowington. So this one's more for cat owners, but you can buy like the little cat trees where the cats can scratch on it, little cat post, t-shirts about cat, mugs about cats, cat toys. You know what I mean? Like build an empire or build a store around a specific niche, and then you guys can really dominate it, you know. It's an opportunity that's ripe for picking. You just got to really, you know, figure out a niche and execute it well. So if I come through for the next one, Pet Labs Co. So you can see these guys, they actually create like supplements for dogs and stuff like that. So this one's, you know, a probiotic dog chew. And these do really well because people want to look after their pets. So if we come through this one, you put in the dog's ear and it cleans the ear canal. So there's just heaps of different ideas out there, guys. You know, do your research. And if you guys are trying to do research, have a look on TikTok. Get to scrolling on TikTok and just search up little keywords like, you know, Amazon made me buy it or something like that. So anyway, that was the pet products. And if we go to the next, we can see candles, home fragrance candles. So everyone loves candles. I feel like candles are one of those things that is a real good gift. You know what I mean? Like if you don't know what to get someone, get them a candle. So if we come through, you can see there's got all these candles, wedding candles, premium candles, so Diwali candles. So if I come down, you can see beach days. So they've built a whole store around candles. Let's just go on to CJ Dropshipping, search up candles, and I guarantee you, you know, you're going to be a field day. There's going to be so much candles you can buy. So if I come down, there's literally scented candles, flameless candles. These candles even have little flowers on top of them. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool, right? But yeah, guys, and let's say you do find a good candle, you know, go onto this and actually message the supplier. Send them a little message. Hey, look, I'm looking for more candles. Can you, you know, recommend me, or can you guys give me a catalog of all the candles you sell? And the Chinese suppliers, they know a lot of people, so they'll be able to point you in the right direction. Like, all you got to do is click on this. Like, this is more of a retro wooden candle, right? We can come down here, let's go contact now, this one here, contact now, and then literally you'll be put in the queue to literally talk to them straight away, and then you can message them with literally whatever you want, and they're pretty responsive too, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been like left on scene by any of them. So yeah, we got Lumen Wick, and then the last one is like Glow and Warmy, and these fellas, they're just selling like really different shaped candles. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Like, if you look at these candles, they're big long ones. And then yeah guys, so that was basically the video. The playbook now is to start printing money. Just pick one niche, you know, it doesn't have to be limited to this, although, you know, if you guys like pick a niche that's similar to this, I think we'll do quite well. And once you have an idea, I'd recommend actually finding a store that's like your inspiration store, and then finding a better angle to sell it than the store's doing. So just making it a little bit better, or like niche down. And then the next step is actually launch the store. So you can either launch on Shopify or follow one of my many other tutorials on actually, you know, how to create your store from scratch, and then start running some TikTok or Meta ad, you know, have a little showcase of your whatever you're selling. And then after that, boom, scale, you know what I mean? Like, after you get a few sales, start adding on like subscriptions, or start adding on little upsells or bundles. That was the gist of the video, guys. I'll leave all the website links in the description as well, so you guys can go check them out. There's competition out there, but you know, there's enough money in it for all of us to make. All of the viewers of this video, there's enough money in it for all of us. It's not going to dry up. E-commerce isn't going anywhere. Here's like a little e-commerce market size, and you can see, look, it's literally trending upwards. And just have a think about it, you know what I mean? Like, online shopping is literally going to take over. Storefronts, physical brick and mortar stores are going down. But as you can see, look, you know, right now we're at 27, 28, 29. The best time to start is now, guys. So really take action, you know what I mean? Like, it's all good and well watching this video. You know, I'd really like you to actually, you know, start documenting. Like, have a plan. What store am I going to make? What am I going to sell? Who's going to be my target audience? You know, does the product actually fit well in the market? That's called PMF, product market fit. So, you know, you got to think, if anyone can buy this from Amazon, or anyone can buy this from Kmart, why would they buy it off me? Now, they still can buy it off you. I'm sure any one of those stores, what I showed, you can actually get it off Amazon, but you got to make your angle and your branding unique enough so people want to buy off you. So yeah, that was the video. I'll leave my Discord in the description below. Feel free to join the Discord and ask around. We've got a good community going on there where a lot of people ask questions and stuff like that. So we'd love to have you there. And yeah, stay frosty.